You still have their number memorized. You haven't called it in months, maybe longer, but your thumb knows the way. You drive past the street where they used to live, and something in your chest gets quiet. You see someone wearing the same jacket, walking the same way, and for a second, your whole body forgets what year it is. This is what no one tells you about loving someone you can no longer have. The body remembers long after the mind has tried to move on. And so, you live in two places at once. You go to work, you answer messages, you laugh at something a friend says, but underneath all of it, there is a small room inside you where they still live. You keep going back to that room. You rearrange the furniture, you replay the last conversation, looking for the sentence where everything could have gone differently. You tell yourself you are letting go, but each night, you return to that room and turn on the light. What does it really mean to let someone go? Does it mean forgetting them? Does it mean pretending the love wasn't real? Or is there something else, something quieter that we have not yet been taught? Because the harder you try to stop loving them, the more they seem to fill the room. The harder you push the memory away, the louder it becomes. There must be another way. There must be a door we haven't seen yet. In the Bhagavad Gita, there is a moment when Arjuna stands frozen, unable to move forward, unable to go back. He is grieving people he hasn't even lost yet. And Krishna does not tell him to stop loving them. Krishna tells him something stranger and gentler. He tells him that we have the right to love, to act, to give ourselves fully. But we do not have the right to cling to the outcome. Hold the love, release the holding. At first, this sounds cold. It sounds like something a person says who has never lain awake at 3 a.m. with their phone face down on the pillow. How can you love someone and not cling to them? How can you give your heart and not ask to keep theirs? It feels impossible. It feels almost cruel. And so we close the book and we go back to the small room inside us and we turn on the light again. But Krishna is not asking you to love less. He is asking you to notice the difference between loving someone and needing them to stay the way they were. The love is real. The love can remain. What has to be released is the grip. The silent contract you made that said, if I love you well enough, you will never change, and we will never end. That contract was never theirs to sign. It was never yours to write. There is a woman I think about sometimes. She told me once that after her marriage ended, she kept a drawer of his things. A watch, a few letters, a soft gray shirt that still smelled like him for almost a year. Every few weeks, she would open the drawer, hold the shirt, and cry. One winter, she said, she opened the drawer, and the shirt no longer smelled like anything. She sat on the floor for a long time, and then she folded it, slowly, the way you fold something you are giving away. She didn't throw it out. She just stopped needing it to be a doorway. She told me that was the day she understood she had loved him completely, and that loving him completely had never required him to come back. This is what Krishna is pointing toward. Letting go is not the opposite of love. Letting go is what love finally becomes when it stops trying to own. The river does not stop being a river when it reaches the sea. It just stops insisting on being the river. Something in you that loved them will keep loving them. That part doesn't have to die. It only has to learn to hold them without holding on, to wish them well in a life you are no longer inside of. So tonight, you don't have to forget anything. You don't have to delete the photographs or burn the letters or pretend the years didn't happen. You only have to loosen your hand, just a little. Let the love stay. Let the person go. They were never yours to keep. They were yours to walk beside for as long as the road agreed. And the part of you that knows this, that quiet part underneath the ache, has known it all along. Somewhere tonight, a phone is sitting face down on a pillow. Somewhere, a drawer is being slowly closed. Somewhere, someone is saying a name out loud for the last time. Not in anger, not in grief, but in a kind of soft thank you. You do not have to do anything with this yet. You can just sit here in this quiet and let the small room inside you stay lit a little longer. The door is open now. That is enough.